Kofi had a bad habit. He liked many girls at the same time. Today he would hold Amma's hand. Tomorrow he would smile at Isi. Next week he would whisper sweet words to Abena. He made promises, then he ran away. The old women at Bantama said, "My son, this boy is dangerous." The elders in Adam warned him, "A man who plays with hearts is calling trouble." Kofi only laughed. He said, "Life is sweet. Why should I drink from one cup when the river is wide?"
You don't come. Welcome, oh. I beg, before we go begin this story, we go scatter your head. Make you do it in. Subscribe, sharp. Like the video, drop your sweet comments. No, they form. Now beggar the bego. Okay, now, sitting well.
In the busy town of Kumasi, there lived a young man named Kofi. People called him Kofi the Fine Boy. His teeth were white like new shells. His walk was slow and proud like a king's walk. In Kejetia market, sellers would stop talking just to look at him. But Kofi had a bad habit. He liked many girls at the same time. Today he would hold Amma's hand. Tomorrow he would smile at Isi. Next week he would whisper sweet words to Abena. He made promises, then he ran away. The old women at Bantama said, "My son, this boy is dangerous." The elders in Adam warned him, "A man who plays with hearts is calling trouble." Kofi only laughed. He said, "Life is sweet. Why should I drink from one cup when the river is wide?" He liked to look sharp, wear clean cloth, and use sweet words that tasted like sugar. He did not know that fate listens. He did not know that the road that looks smooth can hide stones. Amma believed him first. Kofi gave her a small bead and said, "You are my only one." Amma danced and told her mother. But after 2 moons, Kofi left her and started going to Essie's house. Isi was kind. She cooked bean stew for him. She washed his shirt. She even gave him her little savings to buy slippers. One morning, Essie heard laughter outside. Kofi was walking with Abena, holding her hand as if Essie did not exist. Abena was bold. She told Kofi, "If you try me, you will regret it." Kofi just smiled and said, "My heart is yours." Soon, all 3 girls were crying at night. The market women talked. The drummers joked about Kofi in their songs. Mothers told their daughters, "Don't go near that boy." Still, some girls looked at him with soft eyes. Kofi walked around Kumasi like a proud rooster. He felt untouchable. He said to his friend Kwame, "Women will always come." "That is how the world is." Kwame shook his head. "Brother, one day the world will answer you." The king's messengers beat the talking drums. A great festival was coming. People travelled from Accra, Cape Coast, Sunyani, and Tamale. There would be dancing, food, and storytelling all night. Kofi wore red kente and clean sandals. He oiled his hair and rubbed shea butter on his arms. When he entered the field, the girls whispered, "Look at him!" Then Kofi saw a new face. A young woman stood near the drummers. Her name, people said, was Akua. She came from a small village by the Volta River. She did not laugh loud. She did not talk much. Her beauty was quiet like a lake at dusk. Kofi felt something new in his chest. His heart knocked like a drum. "I must have her," he said. "This one will be mine." Kofi walked to Akua with his shining smile. "Beautiful Akua," he said softly, "dance with me. Let the moon see us." Akua looked at him with calm eyes. "Why should I dance with you?" Kofi was surprised. Girls did not ask him this before. He smiled wider. "Because I am the best dancer here, and you are the prettiest girl. Together we will shine." Aqua's lips curved, but her eyes stayed cool. "I will dance," she said, "but I have a small test." "What test?" Kofi asked. "When the drums stop, you will carry me to my home," Akua said. "If you do this, I will know your words are true." Kofi laughed. "Is that all? I am strong. I can carry you from Kumasi to Lake Bossomtwi if I want." Akua nodded. "We shall see." The festival grew sweet. Drums spoke. Anklets rang. Kofi and Akua danced. People clapped. Even the old men smiled. Amma, Essie, and Abena watched from the side. Their hearts were tight. Let him face someone stronger than him, Abena whispered. When the night got old and the moon climbed high, the drummers slowed their hands. Fires became small. The last songs finished. Akua turned to Kofi. The drums have rested. Will you keep your promise? Kofi bent proudly. Climb on my back, Akua climbed lightly, like a bird. Kofi took the first steps, smiling at the crowd. See, like a feather, he shouted, but after a short walk, he felt her weight grow. He frowned. You are heavier than you look. Akua's voice was soft. Carry me, Kofi. Do not drop me. They left the bright field and entered a quiet road. Shadows lay on the ground like sleeping snakes. With each step, Akua became heavier. Kofi's breaths grew loud. Sweat ran down his face. What is this? He asked. Akua said. You promised. Kofi tried to laugh, but it sounded weak. How can one girl feel like a sack of yam? Akua's breath touched his ear. I am not one girl, Kofi stumbled. What do you mean? Her voice became many voices at once. I am Amma. I am Isi. I am Abena. I am every girl you left in tears. Carry us. Kofi's knees shook. He wanted to put her down, but his arms would not open. The night wind grew cold. A dog barked far away and then stopped. He tried to beg, but his mouth felt dry. The road to the Volta River felt longer than before. They reached a narrow path. To the left were tall grasses. To the right a dark stream whispered. Fireflies blinked like small eyes. Kofi's back burned. His legs shook like dry plantain leaves. Please, he cried, I will change. I will say sorry. Let me rest. The many voices answered rest. Did Amma rest when you left her? Did Essie rest when you laughed? Did Abena rest when you promised and ran? Carry us. Kofi took another step and almost fell. He saw faces in the water. He heard soft crying. He felt hands on his shoulders, hands from nowhere, hands made of memory. He thought of Kwame's warning. He thought of his mother who once said, a proud foot will one day meet a sharp stone. The stone had come. It was sharp. At last, Kofi's legs refused to move. He fell to his knees. Akua stepped down slowly. Kofi looked up. Akua's face changed. No horns, no fangs. Only a calm face that carried many shadows behind it. In those shadows, Kofi saw Amma, Essie, Abena, and other girls he barely remembered. They looked at him without anger, without smile, only truth. Akua spoke in a clear voice. Kofi, the heart is not a toy. You carried me tonight, but you also carried the weight of your choices. A cold wind passed. The fireflies went dark and then bright again. When Kofi looked up, Akua was gone. The shadows faded. The road was empty. Only the little stream kept talking. Kofi lay on the ground, breathing hard, listening to the water say the same thing again and again. Change, change, change. At dawn, two farmers found Kofi sleeping by the path. His fine cloth was dirty. His sandals were gone. They woke him. Back in Kajetia market, people pointed. Is that not Kofi the fine boy? Amma, Essie, and Abena stood together. Their faces were calm. Kofi walked to them with slow steps. He bowed his head. I am sorry, he said. I was proud. I was foolish. Amma nodded. We have heard the drum you would not hear. Isi said, we forgive you, but remember what you learned. Abena looked into his eyes. Keep your promise to change, or the night will carry you again. Kofi went home quiet. He washed, wore a plain shirt, and swept his compound. He did not go hunting for new girls. He did not boast. He started helping his mother sell plantain. Some people laughed at him. Some felt pity. But the elders said, leave him. Fate has spoken. Let the boy listen. Days turned into weeks. Kofi woke early and worked. He helped old women cross the road. He carried water for a blind man near Asafo. He sat with Ya, an old storyteller, and listened to proverbs. Grandmother Ya, he asked, can a man like me truly change? Ya smiled. The river that was dirty can become clear when new water keeps flowing. Change is a road, walk it. One evening, when the sun was low, Kofi saw Akua again in the market. She stood by a basket of oranges. She looked the same, calm, steady, like quiet water. Kofi walked to her, but his voice was humble. Akua, thank you for the lesson, Akua nodded. Did you learn it? I am learning, Kofi said. I will keep learning. Akua gave him one orange. Then walk well. She turned and left with small steps that made no noise. Kofi held the orange and thought, this is my new promise. Not to a girl, but to myself and to truth. From that day, the story of Kofi who carried the one spread across Kumasi, to Accra, to Cape Coast, and even to villages near Lake Bottomtwi. Parents told their children, do not play with hearts. The heart remembers, fate remembers. One night, you may have to carry what you scattered.